Hi, I'm Julia Stubbe and I want to welcome you to the Galactic channel. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do some ancestral healing on domestic abuse. So for me personally, my childhood is like I grew up in a very violent childhood and I don't even remember parts of it, but I know it was there because I had alcoholic parents and there was emotional abuse. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that because it's like those patterns go from generation to generation. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's get started by taking some nice deep breaths in. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another nice breath in. One more breath in. Let's connect to the earth. Bring that energy up from the Mother Earth. Let the energy come up through all your chakras. Feel that love for the planet and come down and around and circulate through in that shape of an apple, creating that beautiful toroidal field. Just feel that energy running. And then bring the energy from source down in through the crown, and then up and around and back through the crown, out through the root and down, circulating through you and blending with the energy of Mother. So you get the energy of Source, Father, and the energy of Mother. And just let that expand out 20 feet in all directions. What we're going to do is we're going to go 15 generations back. We're going to do Mother and Father side, and we're going to clear the subconscious emotional trauma and the patterns of domestic abuse. So we're starting with generation 15, clearing that. (14), 13. There's some big stuff going on in 12 generations back for some of you. And just see, know, or feel it happening. 12, 11, 10, 9, 'Clearing the subconscious emotional trauma and patterns of domestic abuse, 8 generations back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and into the now. So now, for you personally, we're going to clear the subconscious emotional trauma of domestic abuse while you were in the womb. And this is big for a lot of us, you know, and your parents, they might have been young and it's like they were under stress and there just might have been a lot of arguing and fighting why your mother was pregnant with you. So we're just clearing that trauma, that subconscious emotional trauma that you picked up in the womb. Now we're going to, it's still rolling there, so we're just going to be with this energy for a moment or more. Now on the day of your birth, that first week, clearing the subconscious emotional trauma of domestic abuse. Three months old. Clearing the subconscious emotional trauma of domestic abuse at 6 months old. Some of you might feel tears coming. That's just releasing it. Clearing the subconscious emotional trauma of domestic abuse at 9 months old. And this domestic abuse could be physical, it could be verbal, emotional. So we're clearing all that trauma that you carried in the cells of your body that you picked up at that young age. 9 months old. Clearing the subconscious emotional trauma at 12 months old. "18 months old. "2 years old. Just feel, see, or know that it's happening. Just trust it. 3 years old. This could include custody, like fights between your parents if you've come from a divorced family and there were custody battles. This emotional trauma is being released from that pattern as well. 4 years old. And this isn't just violence against you, this would be violence between your parents or other family members. Clearing the subconscious emotional trauma at 6 years old. 7 years old. 8 years old. 9 years old. 10 years old. Clearing the subconscious emotional trauma of domestic violence at 11 years old. 12 years old. Now you're entering puberty, 13. We're also breaking the patterns here so that you're not repeating what you know, what you learned through domestic violence as far as to repeat that. Clearing the subconscious emotional trauma at 14 years old. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to do 20 to 25 now. 25 to 30. And 30 into the now. So we're going to bring that healing from the ancestral all the way up into you, and we're going to integrate all this that you've just released. And I always like to look at this like we're computers, so all that junk's in the recycle bin or the trash, so we're going to empty the trash. When you defrag, clearing any residual of the programs. And reboot 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and recalibrate your DNA. When you're ready, come back into the now. So if you So was a lot that happened there. If you would like to really dig deep into this on a more personal level, I do offer personal sessions, and you can check that out on my website, juliastubbe.com. I really want you to drink a lot of water after this, because this is really clearing and bringing a lot of stuff up. And emotions are going to come up, and it's going to trigger some stuff, but it's just going to just release it and let it go, okay? If you've watched this video to the end, I appreciate it if you like it, and I would love it if you subscribed, and if you have any comments, I'm open to them as well. So thanks again for tuning in to the Galactic channel.